Hey everyone, this month I've been picking up some CD singles when I've been seeing them up cheap on eBay. I've got 5 CDs here to show off, and I've picked them up pretty cheap, 99 pence each or 1.99 including postage on eBay, so that was pretty cheap. So first off, we've got the band Thurman with the single Talk to Myself here. Now, Thurman, if you didn't know, the former metal band in the UK that completely changed their styling and turned into a Britpop band. Now, this single, Thurman Talk to Myself, was released in 1994 on Righteous Records. And these are the pictures you can see here of it. Now, Talk to Myself is a good song, but track 2, Hero of My Day, in my own opinion, is actually a better song, and it probably would have been better as the single itself. Now, Thurman managed a handful of singles and only one album. They never made an impact on the charts and never troubled any of the bigger Britpop bands, but they had a go, and they actually managed to get an album out, which was more than a lot of bands ever did. So yeah, definitely worth tracking this down if for the song Hero of My Day. Track 3, it's not so good. It's not as strong as 1 or 2, Statue, but yeah, definitely worth tracking down. And then I haven't got the album yet myself. I'm waiting to find that for a good price, but there you go. That is Thurman and Talk to Myself. Up next, we've got the band Livingston and the single Good Intentions. Now, this was released in 1995 by Mono Records, and this is at the height of Britpop in 95. Now, Livingston, maybe not a Britpop band as such, but unlike Thurman, who did get an album out, Livingston didn't manage to get an album out. I think they released 4 singles. Now, I have read on the old internet that they did have an album recorded and it was all ready to go, but like a lot of bands, album was recorded and then it was scrapped. Now, if anyone out there does have the Livingston album, I would love to have a listen to it and have a digital copy myself if they are willing to share. If anyone knows a member of the band Livingston, I would love to get in contact with them. So yeah, Livingston. A lot of people like the song Gangster. I'm more of a fan of the main single Good Intentions over Gangster myself, but that's just my own opinion. I'll be looking for the other singles. So yeah, that's the band Livingston and the single Good Intentions. Number 3 is the band Sust with the single 1 in a Million. Now, Sust are a very, very good band, a very, very good hidden gem in the Britpop world. If you have not listened to any Sust before, I definitely recommend going and checking them out. This single itself, 1 in a Million, is a banger. You definitely need to have it. Now, as you can probably see on the front cover of this, it has a sticker on the front, and it is telling you the release date, 23rd of September 1996, which it was released in, and it was released by Dead Good Records. Now, this is a promo single, and what's special about it, so this came out before the initial release. Now, what's special about it is if I turn it over, it has another sticker on the back, and this sticker tells you a bit of info about the band. So as you can read there, they had 2 successful tours, and they are back with 1 in a Million, their second single. And this tells you about the band, a little bit where they came from, their background. Telling you about the debut single there, reached number 3 in the indie charts. So now Sust did manage to get an album out. I'm a big fan of Sust, and I've shown in a previous video that I have 2 of their fan club fanzines in my collection. Nice picture of the band there. And yeah, definitely worth checking out. If you haven't heard of Sust or anything like that, they are definitely worth tracking down their songs and their album. definitely a hidden gem in the Britpop world there from the 90s. So yeah, that is Sust and their single 1 in a Million. Next up, I have the single by the band Powder. Now I'm sure quite a few of you will have heard this single from Powder, and it's Aphrodisiac. If you listen to the Britpop Revival show, you'll have heard it quite a few times. And this is, I want to say, it's probably Powder's most recognised single. They also have another single, Deep Fried, that sometimes gets played a bit, but this one is probably the most popular one. And they have the singer, the female-led band, the singer Pearl Lowe. She's on the front cover there. And this was released by Parkway Records in 1995. Now, Powder only managed, I think it was only 2 singles, it might have been 3, never got an album out. And I think the band just broke down. From what I've read on the internet, they couldn't agree on the way the band was moving forward or the song choices, so there we go. It's got the songs Shave Me and Fever also on there. Now them two, they don't hold up as much as Aphrodisiac. Now also, Powder also on the programme. I can't remember the proper full name of it. Could be This Is Britpop. That was hosted by Damon Albarn. They performed this song on there. I don't know how, because it wasn't as big as any of the other bands on there, like Gene or anything. They performed this song. Powder didn't manage to get an album out, so how they got on that, I'll never know. But fair play to them at the time. This is Powder with the song Aphrodisiac. And right, to finish off with, I have this compilation album that I picked up off eBay really cheap. It was released in 1998 by a company called Beatwax, and I don't know how I came across it, but I picked it up for a song because it's got a band on it called Free Boy, the band Free Boy, with the song Down With You. And that is a proper hidden gem, that is. Now, Free Boy were a band, released mainly stuff on vinyl and on compilations. As far as what I've seen on Discogs, they didn't manage an album out. But they are an indie band who never got big. But I read about them in an old fanzine from either 96 or 97. And this fanzine was proper bigging them up, so I went online to try and find some more stuff for them on CD. There's not a lot out there, like I said, it's mainly on vinyl. They are on this with the song Down With You, but they have a song about something about hair. I can't remember the name of the song exactly, on the Snakebite City 5 compilation album. Now, this in itself, like I said, it's from 1998, and these are all indie bands. Now, they're all obscure bands, and it starts off well. I think Pilot Can might have actually got some albums out and might have got some success, but I'm not sure about any of the other bands. I don't think any of the other bands had any success. Samurai 7, I know managed to get their album out in the early 2000s. This is on Xeroxy Music. It's okay, but yeah, there are a lot of better songs on there. Sketty is a good song. The band Sketty, Call Me In, that's a good song. I'm not sure about any of the other bands on here. It's an okay compilation album with some good songs on it. If anybody has any information about this compilation album or Beatwax, were there any more before or after it, please let me know in the comments. Or if you have any information about the bands, then please do let me know in the comments. I'm always open for a chat or to find out some more information about bands. Now, what's interesting about this is if I pull the book out, it does tell you about the bands inside, some information about where they're from, if they've released singles before. So I am going to be going and checking out, trying to find out more information on all the bands on here. and see if I can pick up anything. 1998, Britpop was pretty much dying then. It died. It went away in 98 and it did disappear. So that is the CD compilation album Toasted by the record company Beatwax. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to the channel and thank you for watching.